So our second person, a Young Alumni Achievement honoree, is Dr. Brent Cornell from the class of 2007. Brett set a record at the Drexel University by earning his PhD in 3.5 years. He currently works at Inari Medical in California, where he develops devices that help prevent diseases, deep vein thrombosis, and pulmonary embolisms. Introducing Brett is his classmate, Andy Szymborski from the class of 2007.
Hi, my name is Andy Szymborski, graduate of Minnetonka High School, class of 2007. I have the honor to introduce this year's Young Alumni Achievement Award, Dr. Brett Cornell. Dr. Cornell graduated from Minnetonka High School in 2007. He went on to complete his undergraduate studies at Gustavus Adolphus College with a Bachelor of Arts in Biology and received many academic accolades, including the Dean's List Scholarship and the Dean's List. Following college, he worked for a company called DaVita Clinical Research, where he helped to start a nationwide biorepository for end-stage renal disease patients. He then matriculated into the rigorous neuroscience PhD program at Drexel University, where he set a department record at Drexel University by earning his PhD in 3.5 years. He then worked for Boston Scientific for 4 years, where he served as a senior medical writer. Currently, he works for Inari Medical, located in California, where he develops devices that may help prevent venous disease, deep vein thrombosis, and pulmonary embolisms. Aside from his national academic and professional accolades, Dr. Cornell is a great husband and father to his wife Amanda and his son Connor. With that, please join me in congratulating Dr. Brett Cornell on a well-deserved Young Alumni Achievement Award. Thank you.
So unfortunately, Brett is not able to join us today due to his work travel, but wanted to share how he's honored by this award in this video.
Hello everyone and good morning. I am Brett Cornell, class of 2007, and I am honored to be receiving the Minnetonka Young Alumni Achievement Award. I wish I could be there today to be thanking you all in person. First off, I really want to thank Dr. Andrew Szymborski, my good friend and classmate from 07, who nominated me for this award. Unannounced to me, is really quite a surprise when this came in that he had went through with that and nominated me. And I also want to thank the award committee and selection committee for selecting me, as well as everyone who helped set up today's event and make this possible. I also want to thank all of the Minnetonka teachers and staff through the years, from Groveland Elementary School up through Minnetonka High School, for creating the amazing experience that I had in the Minnetonka education system. I don't think I fully realized the quality of the education that I received at Minnetonka until much later in my career. I think it stands just looking at the people that have come out of Minnetonka, where they are today, everything that they have done. For example, Dr. Szymborski, Andy, my friend who nominated me for this award, he could easily be standing here in my place. He was a 4.0 student at Minnetonka, athlete, top of his class at Carleton, top of his class at medical school, president of National Medical Honor Society, and is now doing his fellowship for orthopedic surgery in Los Angeles, working with the LA Rams and the LA Dodgers and the sidelines of all the LA Rams games. And he could easily be taking this award in my place as a high achiever from Minnetonka. Following Minnetonka, I went on to Gustavus Adolphus College down in St. Peter, and it did take me a while to kind of hit my stride in my academic career. I wasn't the best student at Minnetonka, and it took me some time before I ended up being a better student later on. At Gustavus, I actually started off as an economics major my first couple of years, and junior year ended up switching to a biology major, where I really ended up hitting my stride and managed to complete my biology major in 2 years, and then continued on to actually work at a DaVita Clinical Research, again with good friend Andy, Dr. Szymborski, where at the time he was applying for medical school, and I didn't want to be left in the dust, so I ended up applying for graduate schools and taking some online classes at the University of Minnesota. And got accepted to Drexel University College of Medicine, where I ended up doing my PhD in neuroscience, focusing on cellular, molecular, developmental neuroscience. My research is focused on neurodevelopmental disorders, and ended up defending my thesis after 3.5 years, and then moving on to, I think, one of the achievements I'm most proud of is actually then got accepted to a position as an adjunct professor at St. John's University up in St. Cloud, teaching biology. So I was really quite humbled in this position to be working as a professor, as a 26, 27-year-old. A lot of imposter syndrome going on there as I tried to got my stride together and figure out what I was doing. It was a really great experience being able to teach there. And after that, I decided to try and check out the world of industry and medical devices and pharmacy. And this is where I now ended up working for a couple different medical device companies now, where I'm at currently. And I think all of this is quite surprising, I'd say. Just to begin with, in high school, I have dyslexia, ADHD, and I really thought that it was not going to go much of anywhere academically with, I wasn't very dedicated, and I was like, well, I have dyslexia, might as well not try. And I think it really didn't dawn on me until Miss Pilsner, my 9th, 10th grade English teacher at Minnetonka, she pulled me aside at one point and told me how impressed she was with my writing and how I was doing in the course, and recommended me for some different advanced courses and programs, which at the time was not a good enough student. I ended up not pursuing, but this really it was my first, instillment from a teacher, showing me that, could be really good at this, which I never thought, writing or that sort of work was something that was in the books for me, being dyslexic. And that is something that if I put my, time into, I thought it might, turned out I can actually do okay at. So I guess maybe I want to leave this here with a quote from Miss Pilsner, something that she made everyone in her English class memorize. A quote from Hamlet: "This above all, to thine own self be true. It must then follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man." And I think those are great words to live by. And thank you all again for this award. I'm very honored, and again wish I could be there with you. Thank you.